David Wilcock's unaliving is very strange, very bizarre, very weird. And there's just a lot of odd things surrounding his unaliving. When you actually begin to research everything, when you actually begin to look into the numbers, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. And it looks like he was yet another ritual, because these people are truly, truly sick. The powers that be, if that's what you want to call them, they will always pick certain dates and certain times to unalive certain people on the world stage, because it's all about rituals with these people. Because again, David Wilcock was involved with UFO stuff. And from the date of his unaliving, well, the date that he allegedly was unalived, until the release date of Disclosure Day, it was exactly 53 days between the date of him being unalived until the official release of this movie, Disclosure Day. And again, why that's important is because he had so many connections to the UFO stuff. So that's why this is very important. And all of the recent UFO talk, and how Trump is talking about how he's going to disclose more information about UFOs, release more files about UFOs, aliens, and stuff like that.
As you remember, I recently directed the Secretary of War. How good is Pete Hegseth doing, by the way? To begin releasing government files relating to UFOs and unexplained aerial phenomena. And I figured this was a good crowd, because I know you people, you're really into that. I don't know, I am. So I'm pleased to report today, I thought I'd save it for this crowd, because you're a little bit out there, you know, a little bit, that this process is well underway, and we found many very interesting documents, I must say. And the first releases will begin very, very soon, so you can go out and see if that phenomena is correct. You'll figure it out. Let me know. Let me know.
This is why all of this is very important, in my honest opinion. Again, this is too much to be just a mere coincidence, because even the posters for Disclosure Day, a lot of the posters for this movie uses the one eye symbolism, because again, as I have stated in previous shows, I believe that aliens are demons. They are fallen angels. And this is going to be leading to the mass deception, aka Project Bluebeam. And what else is interesting in gematria, David Wilcock, his name adds up to 53, and he is unalived at the age of 53. Again, is that just a coincidence, or is there something more to this? Because I really do believe that there is something more to all of this. I really do believe that this was yet another ritual, because this is what these people do constantly. They constantly do these rituals by certain dates, by certain numbers. They handcraft and select certain dates for a reason, because these people are truly, truly demonic. These people are truly, truly dark. And again, they will stop at nothing in order to do certain rituals at certain dates and certain times. We've seen it constantly throughout the years with certain celebrities, and the list goes on. It was exactly 3 hours and 33 minutes. I mean, come on. That's very interesting in and of itself. I mean, what are the odds? 333, 33. I mean, what are the odds? 333, 33. So, I mean, come on. There's just a lot of stuff that is just very mysterious. On December the 11th, he posted that he is not, going to unalive himself. He posted that himself, and now we are supposed to believe this story that he actually did unalive himself. I do believe that this has some ties to the scientist story that is going around, because some of these scientists have a tie to the UFO stuff.
Every day that I have on Earth is a gift and a blessing, and I'm very grateful for that, because frankly, people are disappearing. Scientists are going missing. Now they're saying they're going to investigate this. The president himself is saying they're going to look into this and see if anything's going on. It's a little bit scary.
You're nothing but a pawn in a
Right. You have children rented for entertainment for your adult hot tub parties. No one has ever explained why John Podesta has literal pedophile and cannibalism paintings all over his office and his home. Tony Podesta too. And then you look into the spirit cooking dinners. You look into Marina Abramovic, who's the one that was conducting the spirit cooking dinners. Why are they going to spirit cooking dinners? Why are they sacrificing chicken to Moloch in their backyard? This isn't my words. This is their words. This is in their emails.
I'd be willing to debate anyone who thinks that Pizzagate has been debunked.
You asked me when how am I getting additional briefings? That was the first and last time I talked.
So October 9th is the last time you've heard from the FBI at all?
Yes.
You have not got an update on the investigation to your personal email?
That is correct.
So not only did the mainstream media lie to you about Pizzagate, they actually told you that it was illegal to read John Podesta's emails on WikiLeaks. Chris Cuomo, with a straight face on CNN, looked into the cameras and said it's illegal for you to read John Podesta's emails.
Also interesting is, remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents. It's different for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're learning from us.
That's how scared they are of those emails, and that's how explosive the content in those emails are. That they felt the need that they had to tell you you could not read those emails, and if you do, you might get arrested. Why?
It's different for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're learning from us.
I'm sorry, you guys. I actually had to refilm this part. I'm in the editing process right now, but the part that you just saw of me turning my head is because you hear the horror, the terror, the fear in these kids as they're screaming, as they're yelling, as they're crying, when they're being asked by what is allegedly John Podesta, what's his name? He says, "What is my name?" And he repeats it over and over until he gets response. One of the kids say John. He says, "No, what's my other name?" And then that's when they say Skip or Skippy. And then, as you can see here from this article, John Podesta talks about his evil twin Skippy. It's all alleged, but
don't you? You think you're hot shit, don't you? You will call me. You will call me. You will call me.
they try to separate his voice.
Just get lost.
That sounds just like him. My God.
Erica Kirk was having an affair, which is why Charlie Cook took her out of the will. So allegedly, the story is that Erica Kirk was having an affair. Charlie hired a private investigator to kind of follow her and see what was going on. And then he took her out of the will. So Turning Point USA, all of the merch, none of that goes to her at all. It just goes to their 2 children. And boy, did they make a lot of money on that merch too. And mind you, he did this before he was assassinated. So I don't know, man. Some people are saying he found out kind of who Erica Kirk was, like who she really is. And that's why everything went downhill, which is insane because if you look at photos of them, you're like, that is a perfect marriage. That's the perfect life. They have 2 healthy, beautiful children. I mean, all their family photos look like this. So Erica supposedly starts screaming at the lawyers when she finds out that she was left with no money. But mind you, she was mad that Candace Owens allegedly was making hundreds of thousands of dollars on the assassination and everything going on, telling her side of the story, etc. But mind you, Erica Kirk said, and it was recorded, that this assassination was the event of a century. But the weird part, other than that statement itself, that was weird. The other weird part is she said, we could pull off the event of a century. That's weird. What do you mean we could pull it off? What do you mean?
The fact that we were able to pull off an event of a century.
Then talking about merch sales, like merchandise, this is what she said.
We had over 275,000 people, I think. We're at like over 200,000 for merch sales.
I know he left his will to his children, but I think he should have just given some to Candace Owens. I think that would have been funny.